Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is my match reaction where I'm going to be reacting to Manchester United in the first game of the season where we lost 2-1 to Brighton. And God, I actually don't know where to start because I said in my last video, this is literally why Ronaldo wants to leave. But before I start, make sure you smash that like button, comment down below, make sure you're smashing the like button, guys. 10 likes on this video, 10 likes on this video, and I'm going to be absolutely consistent right now. I'm tired of saying I'm back. But yeah, I'm back. So make sure you smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and yeah, let's talk about football. Manchester United won, Brighton 2, and I saw this coming. I saw this coming from miles off. I saw this coming because this is what happens when you don't back your manager. This is what happens when you literally rely on the dog shit we have in our squad. People think, the owners especially, they think Erik ten Hag is going to come in and perform magic. They think he's going to turn water into wine. But I'm sorry, the reality is, some of these lots, they're not good enough. I'm tired of ranting. This is going to be a rant, honestly, because I'm pissed. But the reality is, some of them, it's high time we understand. Some of these lots are not good. They're shit. The reality is, I said it in my last video, McTominay and Fred, they need a breaking up that nothing is going to bring them back together. Because I told you a lot, McTominay is a passenger. Scott McTominay is a passenger. I'm telling you, the only reason why he plays is because he literally came from the youth setup. He is an absolute bum. He's a passenger, McTominay. He's not good enough. He will never be good enough. And the reality is he will keep on costing us games. Our goalkeeper had more passes, more passing accuracy than Scott McTominay in the game. Make it make sense. This is why we fail. The reality is we have a lot of shit in our squad. Rashford, Bruno, Fred, McTominay. Don't even get me started on Maguire, Delo, Shaw. This is just the reason why every passing day I'm always pissed that Ralf Rangnick left this club. Why did Ralf Rangnick leave this club? Why did we sack Ralf Rangnick? Because everything Ralf Rangnick said literally is what's coming to roast. He said we should sell 10 players and bring back 10 players in. What's happened now? We've only brought 3, we've only sold 1, and 1's gone on loan. Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. This is why we fail. This is why we fail. And I'm tired and bored of it. Because I'm telling you now, the owners, the Glazers, it's time to sell up. It's time to sell this club. Because you ain't going to be good. Apparently, we're waiting for Marko Arnautovic. Arnautovic. Man City signed Erling Haaland. Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez. And we're in for Arnautovic. Just make it make sense. This is why I want to cry. Why are we going for Marko Arnautovic at this club, Manchester United? Marko Arnautovic, who's going to be 34 this year, who literally had 3 separate muscle injuries in the last season, 13 goals in how many games? 38 games for Bologna last season? Why is this club, why does incompetence breed at this club? What? Why? I'm struggling to understand, why? If someone can actually explain to me, how did the Glazers buy this club? Why did they do it? Because we keep on making the same mistakes over and over again. We didn't learn from Cavani. We didn't learn from Falcao. We didn't, why? Why? It's so stupid. We're signing a 34-year-old who literally is going to come in and be an understudy to Ronaldo and Martial. What are you doing? I find you really stupid. how far have we fallen that we're actually going for Marko Arnautovic? Like, Arnautovic, this is a striker that literally left West Ham to the Chinese league and is in Bologna now. And we want to sign him and package him as a good signing. I mean, I just dread to think about the incompetence that happens at this football club, because we're so incompetent. Our incompetence is actually incompetent. Like, everything about the club is a circus. The club's a joke. The club's a mess. We've literally spent 3 months on Frankie de Jong. 3 months on Frankie de Jong and we haven't even got him in. Like, what are we doing? And this is going to be a rude awakening for Erik ten Hag, because, mate, you're coming into the Prem. Like, you're not in the Eredivisie, you're La Liga. And in no way am I not behind Ten Hag. I am solemnly behind Erik ten Hag. I think he's going to succeed, but I am behind him. But in life, you can't be 100% behind something. You've also got to have your reservations. You can't just say you want to get Frankie de Jong alone. Because, mate, the reality is we've watched McTominay and Fred for 3 years. 3 years I've been watching that dog shit. McTominay and Fred as a partnership, break it. Just absolutely smash it. Because they're not good enough. McTominay and Fred, they literally got run over so many times by Caicedo, McAllister, Gross. The problem with McTominay and Fred is they're not good. They're not just good. You can't turn water into wine. You can't do it. You can't perform magic. Because some of the lots in the team, they're shit. Like, you can't polish it. And this is why we fail. It's just why we fail. Because the club's a joke. The people who run the club, they're a joke. The owners as well. I mean, this is Erik ten Hag's first season. Erik ten Hag's first season as a Manchester United manager. And what we've got him is a free signing in Eriksen. A left back in Malacia for 12.5 million. And a centre back, 66 million. So basically, our net spend this summer, it's like 65 million quid. And I'm like, this was not what we were told. In January, they said they were not going to sign any players because they were going to add the budget from January for the summer. But it's all lies. Like, why? Like, I just don't understand. And this drives me back to my point. Erik ten Hag, if you can't get De Jong, I'm sorry, you have to get someone else, because McTominay and Fred, they are clearly not good enough. They are not good enough. I mean, I don't mind Fred, but you see McTominay, I'm sorry, he's got to be a bench player. I'm sorry, because it's getting to the point now where it's very annoying now, because we just know McTominay and Fred are not good. We just know McTominay is not good. We just know the only reason why he plays is because managers like him. That's the only reason why he plays. And, I mean, this now drives me back to where I was talking about Erik ten Hag getting another midfielder. I mean, at this point, I would get Fabian Ruiz. I mean, he's on the way to PSG now, but a Fabian Ruiz, you know, a Tielemans, just get someone in. I mean, get someone in. Like, get a Depay in. And at this point, I would get anybody in, apart from Arnautovic, because our squad depth is so soft. Like, we literally take Sancho off and bring Elanga on. And I'm like, what? And what is this? And this is why we continuously fail. Because there's no continuity, there's no longevity, everything is just papering over the cracks. You're signing Marko Arnautovic now, he's going to be on 250 grand a week. He's literally going to be 36 if you give him a 2-year contract when he goes. He's literally just going to be a bench runner. And you're not even going to get to 4. So what exactly is the point? What is the point? I mean, I don't get it. Because why would you sign Marko Arnautovic? Marko Arnautovic at this stage of Manchester United. I mean, just make it make sense. Like, what are we doing? We came into this transfer window with clearly no plans. No plans. Because if we had a plan in place, we would not be going for Marko Arnautovic. Because Marko Arnautovic was not the plan from the beginning of the transfer window. That was not the plan. The plan was Darwin Nunez, and Darwin Nunez gone to Liverpool. And now Darwin Nunez gone to Liverpool, we're fucked. That's it. Like, we're just done. I mean, I'm tired of ranting. Now, I'm going to the owners now. The Glazers, this is a message to you. It's time to sell up. Like, it's time. It's time to sell up, because it's just going to get worse and toxic at this point, because the Glazers, you lot don't know what English football means to fans. English football, the football in England, especially football fans and their clubs, they love their clubs. They love their clubs. They don't want to run their clubs like a franchise. But you've come in and run Manchester United like a franchise. I mean, it's a joke the way Man United is run. We run like an absolute joke. We literally took 11 million out to the Glazers' pocket this summer for dividends yet again. You tell me 2 Premier League teams, let me make it even simpler. 1 Premier League team that takes dividends out of their club. You tell me. There's no Premier League team that takes dividends out of their club. Only Manchester United, out of all the teams in England, take dividends for their owners out. I mean, it just says a lot about why the Glazers need to sell up. They need to go, because in my lifetime supporting Manchester United, this is the worst team I've ever seen. The worst team I've ever seen in my entire life. And don't even get me started on even the way the clubs run. Like, I feel sorry for Erik ten Hag, because he's going to be set up to fail again. And that's just the way the club, the owners are. Because that is the way they've been for years. It's just the way they've been for years. They're going to set you up to fail again. And to the Glazers, it's time to sell up. Like, it's time to sell up. Like, any valuable buyer out there that wants to buy Man United, just come out and just say something. Because if you say something, we the fans will be behind you and get this absolute prat out of our club. Because they've ran the club into the ground. They clearly don't care about the club. And, I mean, people are even complaining about Old Trafford. There are a lot of things that needs to be put in place, but are not put in place because of the way the club's run. But it's going to be a long season, man, because I dread to think what we're going to do in this transfer window, because we're just going to switch desperation mode on, because we've messed the transfer window up. We've messed it up in a way that I don't even think if we sign 28 Frankie de Jong, we can't salvage this window even if we sign 10 Frankie de Jongs. That's the truth, because the preparations that these players should have had, they're not going to have it. And that's why you saw Ronaldo on the bench. I mean, Ronaldo's on is pretty different, but when you get your managers, when you don't back your manager, and don't get backing your manager is not about buying the players. It's also about bringing the players in early, you know? And this is why I just think, even if we sign Frankie de Jong, we can't still salvage this window, because he's only a player. We need 2 midfielders. Last season we needed a midfielder. Last season we needed 1 midfielder, and we still had Pogba and Matic. This year, we lost Pogba and Matic. And even last season, we didn't sign the midfielder we needed. And this season, we've lost 2 more. So meaning we need 3 midfielders. Alright, you can say Ghana's 1, but we need 2. So, like, where are we going to do that this summer then, you know? And I just dread to think what we're going to do, because I'm sorry, if you sign Marko Arnautovic and think you can win this fan base back, I mean, for me personally, I'm sorry, you can't. Like, you just can't do it because, listen, apparently, John Murta every day is working from 6 to 10 every day. 6 in the morning to 10 a.m. in the night. And now, you're telling me a footballing director who's been working 6 in the morning to 10 at night, all he's brought as a striking option all around Europe, South America, anywhere he wants to go, right? All he's brought is Marko Arnautovic. Marko Arnautovic. I mean, I dread to think what's going to happen at this club. I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm bored of it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. The way the club is run is a joke. This is Ten Hag's first summer. And this is what we're going to present him. I mean, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be really, really long because I see a similar season to last season, honestly, because make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe to the video, speak to you all very soon, take care, and yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.